I'm Danielle Kreuter with Denver 7. We're hearing from a recently retired Olympic skier who is hoping to raise awareness about an issue not often talked about in sports, but impacts many, whether you're an Olympian or a local youth athlete. In her 8 years of skiing for Team USA, Alice Merryweather learned a thing or two about going fast.
Those ski patrollers up at Copper, they are not fans of anyone in a US ski team jacket, and I have been one of those people for sure.
But Alice is now sharing her story about slowing down and getting the care she needed from one of only 2 centers in the country that specialize in elite athletes who are struggling with eating disorders, the Athlete Edge program at Denver's ED Care Center.
Eating disorders are invisible injuries.
I was here for 6 weeks during my eating disorder. There's a fine line of being healthy, trying to eat well, trying to train enough, and a point where it becomes really detrimental to your health.
Alice says after opening up about getting treatment, she heard from many other athletes going through the same struggles. She says it's easy for a young athlete's drive for success to turn into something harmful, particularly when we look at how society tends to talk about athletes.
Especially with the Olympics coming up. I mean, families will be sitting around watching the games, and I think one thing parents can do is just avoid talking about the athletes' bodies again, trying to focus on what athletes are doing and how they're performing. It can start a lot of patterns that we don't often think of until it's too late. You don't have to look a certain way to be very good at a sport, and it's okay for every athlete to look different. It's all about what they're actually doing on the field of play.
And for the coaches and supporters of young athletes, she hopes to see a shift in treating eating disorders and other mental health issues with the same care other physical injuries are given.
Athletes do have at their core an identity. They view themselves as being like kind of one with their sport. And when they're not able to compete, it's a loss. And we help guide them through that.
At all levels of sport, like starting with young kids, it would be really valuable to add a component of mental health in general to young athletes' education.
I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.